Hello, everybody, and welcome to Little Yarns. If this is your very first time here, what we like to do is talk about all things crochet, and drink a little bit of wine or tea, coffee, water, whatever you're sipping on. So, what's going on in your part of the world? I usually like to ask, what time is it where you're located, and what's the weather like? Right now, I'm pulling up my weather app. 59 degrees and very sunny. It's like pretty much the perfect fall day. And I'm a little bit extra excited. Well, not extra excited, but in a good mood. I just celebrated my birthday. This past Friday was my birthday. I turned the wonderful age of 44. So, everybody, cheers to me for my birthday. And I had a pretty great birthday weekend, but we can talk about that a little later. So, let me hop into the comments and see what's going on with you guys. Let me have a little bit of wine because today I think I'm going to take this live stream a little easy, drink, laugh. We're going to have a little bit of fun today. I hope you don't mind. Let's see. Hmm. Aw, let me go up to the top. I seen we had our first. I hope she's here. My girl, Diana Butler. She is one of my faves. I love her so much. Anytime I post anything, and sometimes a lot of my posts on social media doesn't get much attention, but she's always kind enough and say hello, love the pattern or whatever I'm doing. So, hello, Miss Diana. Good afternoon. Hello. Got all my faves back, Georgetta. Jessica. Did I say that right? Just you spelled it different. Jessica, not Jessica. I like that. Your parents are pretty cool people for naming that. I can't give you the credit because they named you. Good afternoon to you. My girl Gloria and girl Lori. Hi, Alicia. It's 56 sunny in Massachusetts. Thank you for the birthday wishes. I was telling my kids I can't even flip my age backwards, and they were giving me I guess not a nickname, but my mother became a grandmother at 44, so they keep calling me grandma age. I'm like, knock on wood, I am not ready to be a grandma for at least, let's see, give me another 20 years. You know, I'm not ready yet. I might like to crochet and call people sugar and babe, but I'm not ready to be a grandma yet. Hmm. Thank you for all the birthday wishes. What's up, Knit and Crochet Tiger? Knit and Crochet Tiger. I know you probably told me this before, but it just caught my mind. What is your name? So I can have that jammed in my head. I know you told me before. What's up, Wanda? Thank you so much. 44. Ooh, 80 degrees. Oh, and thank you for the birthday wishes. Wonderful. I think 80, I can live my life between 70 and 80. If I want to be more specific, I can live my life year round at 72 degrees and I would be happy. Oh, and thank you, Queen. I'm trying to get everybody's comment. My girl Kathleen from the Bronx says, hi, Miss Alicia and Crochet family. Kathleen from the Bronx, New York. Happy birthday. Sending hugs and kisses. And I'm crocheting on a fuchsia black blanket for my daughter, Renee. Hmm. See, this is what I'm talking about. 63, I think that's a good age to become a grandma. Because, I was a mom young. I became a mom at 20. I guess if I wait till 60, my daughter will be like super old, but she says she doesn't want kids, so I'm good. I think that gives me enough time to be an immature adult. My son will graduate, even though parenting doesn't stop. I'm still parenting my 23-year-old, but my son will graduate when I'm 49 years old. And that'll give me my entire 50s to be like an immature grown kid. I am looking forward to my 50s. I feel like 50s is going to be like the new 20s. I'm so excited about it. I just need to make it through these next couple years. We got a super chat. My bubble machine isn't working. It froze, so maybe if I turn, we can get a bubble out. No, 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 wait. We got a couple, but it's kind of working. But thank you so much. Ah, you're so sweet. And guess what? I forgot to pull up the Wheel of Patterns. Even though you usually don't take it, I still like to give it a spin. Let's see if I can pull it up behind the scene. Spinning wheel picker. Got it. Okay, let me share the screen. Thank you so much for donating. Because of that, you get to spin the wheel of heaven. Oh, yeah, and cheers to you also. The Crochet Bucket Hat. In order to receive that, email me at littlejohnyarns@gmail.com. Gmail.com. Yeah, that's it. Ah, wonderful birthday. Thank you so much, Lori, and cheers to you. Mm, who did I miss? How did you know I was turning 29? You must know me so well. What have I missed? Jason. I know you told me that before. Knit and Crochet Tiger. Hello, Jason. Nice to meet you. Annie, happy birthday, beautiful. Hi from Santa Cruz, California. 67 degrees here and gorgeous. It's a beautiful all day. I guess across the states. See, everybody's like, "Hi, Jason." We all see each other back and forth on our Sundays, and I'm like, "Oh, what is your name?" Oh, the hat. Let me show you the back. It's supposed to be a beret. I should have put the pattern in my description box, but if you can't find it, just type in Little John Yarns and beret. It'll be there. Thank you, Barry. Appreciate it. Ooh, hey, what's up? Welcome back, Lisa. Working on Christmas decorations. I've been wanting to do a crochet pattern. I'm going off topic a little bit, but you made me a little scattered and thinking about Christmas. I have picked up this bulb from the Dollar Tree, and I thought it would be so. I got 800 pillows to sit on top. That's why I'm kind of waddling over top of the chair. I found this bulb at the Dollar Tree. I thought a granny square or whatever to go around this would be so cute. But I better hurry up and do a pattern because Christmas is going to be here in like around the corner in no time. Okay, let me pull this out. How do you send a super chat? Okay, so if you're in a chat right now, next to your name or where you type, there's a little dollar sign. And when you click on that, you can send a super chat or super sticker. And when you do, you'll get to spin the wheel of patterns. And sometimes if my comments are going too fast and I miss a comment, a super chat will highlight it so I see it first. But if you don't have to. But just if I miss your comment, just copy and paste and put it again, and I'll probably see it again. That is one of my favorite berets. I think I wore that hat out, the raspberry beret. I'm addicted to berets and slouchy hats because they're great for bad days. You don't even want to know what is underneath this hat. I was trying to wear it like a beret today, but it wasn't bereting, so I'm more slouchy hatting it today since it's not doing its beret thing. Okay, so we are going to wait, we have another one. Come on, Bubbles, spin. I gotta buy a new bubble machine. But you see the disco lights going on? Jessica. I like the A. Thank you so much for donating. And because you donated, I just want to get a little bit of bubbles. Come on, bubbles. You can do it, bubbles. There's a little bit of bubbles. I got to spin it with my finger. Because of that, you get a cheers and you get to spin the wheel of patterns. And I appreciate you donating so much. So here we go. Let's give you a spin. Let's see what pattern you shall receive. You get the crochet bucket hat. This pattern, you have to email me, Miss Jessica, at littlejohnyarns@gmail.com. I know it's hard to remember, so here, I got it floating down at the bottom. And because that way I can't find you on YouTube, but you can easily find me on my email by saying, hey, I won this pattern. Can you send it over? Oh, what's my bubble? The bubble sheen isn't working because I don't clean it out after every week. So there's like this huge soapy rubber mask of bubbles that's wrapped around the like turning gear mechanism. So it's not even turning. That's why I was a minute late because I was over here, you can't see, with like a knife trying to saw off the ooey, gooey, soapy mask, and it didn't work. Okay, where was I? right? Let's party today. And every time somebody donates, I want to take a good sip. So I'm in the mood to enjoy myself today, enjoy myself with you guys. All right. So I want to ask you guys a question before we hop into this roundup because I always like to learn a little bit more about you. So let me pull up my questions. It's under here. Oh, what do you like to do special for your birthday? So type that in the comments, but before you do, so I don't miss it, put a question mark in front of your comment so I know you're answering this directly. Kind of like Yoli did. I see her. Soak in hot water if possible after. Thank you, Yoli. Yoli's like, you're becoming kind of like Jason, Knit and Crochet Tagger, a handy person to know. What was it, a couple months ago during the summer where I was burning up on my live stream? I live in a tiny house. I don't have central air, and it was pretty hot this summer. I think it got into the 90s, and I'm sweating to death on my live stream, not being able to make it. And she sends me this portable air conditioning link with like a coupon code to it, and it was my saver through this past like summer. So thank you for being a Swiss Army knife, Yoli. I appreciate you. All right. So now I'm going to hop into this roundup. Let me pull up my script for the roundup, share my screen. We'll go over two patterns, then we'll get back to your questions or replies to my question. All right. Coming in at number one is oh, I forgot to tell you, all these patterns are simple beginner friendly crochet patterns. I mean, sometimes beginner crochet patterns can be a little bit boring. These ones aren't. If you need something to zone out on or something as a quick Christmas present or a holiday present coming up, these patterns are going to be for you because you can kind of zone out while you're doing it because they're completely beginner friendly. All right, so now number one, this is called the simple drawstring pouch. Pouch or pooch? No, pooch is O-O, pouch is O-U. Okay, crochet pooch, pouch. Okay, okay. Maybe a drawstring pouch doesn't sound too exciting to you, but hear me out. Instead of using your hard work to Instead of using your hard work to wash dishes with, you can use this pouch to store cool rocks crystals. Designer of this is Sunflower Cottage Crochet. Ooh, another randomness. I'm going to be all over the place today. I hope you don't mind. This crochet pouch, I didn't write this roundup. I have an assistant who writes all these for me. So I'm pretty much reading these for the first time, just like you're hearing it. But the talk about putting crystals in this little pouch is such a great idea. I only think that because my daughter, since birth, has been like the biggest rock fan. I thought she was a strange little kid. Like she would just pick up rocks and just love them. And she would have like rocks in her room. I can remember one time I think she was around the age of 11 or 12. She's 23 now. I walked into her room. I didn't even know this channel existed. It was like the gym channel. It was like QVC, like the Home Shopping Network, but for rocks. She was just watching rocks. And the older she got, the more she got into like different type of crystals and gems. She would absolutely love this. Special place for her rocks or crystals or gems. I call them rocks. Coming in at number two is the cotton coasters. The neat thing about coasters is that they are both practical and pretty. Having a set of coasters can make you feel so put together and they add a nice handmade touch to your home. So they're perfect for beginner crochet patterns. The designer of this is a box of twine. Look, because they use cotton yarn, I don't know what yarn this is specifically, does this look not cheap and flimsy? Right? Sometimes when you work with like a typical, like an acrylic yarn, these coasters aren't as cute. Let's see what yarn they're using. Here we go. Oh, Burnett Makers. I gotta see this yarn up close because I like this is beautiful. It's not giving that crochet look. I've never used this yarn before. Anybody ever used this yarn? I like the way it makes the coasters look. Doesn't look cheap, doesn't look tacky because I got some little tacky crochet coasters here, but I like them. I am a I realize I'm kind of like a tacky queen. To me, tacky is somebody who I don't know if you're watching outside of the USA or maybe tacky is a specific northern. North American or Pennsylvania slang word, but tacky is when you have a whole bunch of something and it's just a little bit too much. I love a whole bunch of something. I love wearing things that are completely one color. As you can see, I have probably 70 to 100, I don't know, plants in my house. The yarn is all over the place. There's a crochet thing over my couch, crochet on my daughter's piano in the background. I'm tacky. When I like something, I like it a lot, and I have to cover myself in it and cover my life in it because I like things that make me happy. All right, enough of that tangent. What I asked you, what do you like to do for your birthday? I'll go first. Typically, for my birthday, I don't really do anything. I don't have anything planned. Like the day before my birthday, I almost forgot it was my birthday. It's almost like another day. But on my birthday, I had one of the best days ever. I woke up in the morning and my son gave me a balloon with a birthday card and wished me happy birthday. And I got tons of calls to wish me happy birthday. Then I went over, me and my kids went over to my boyfriend's house with his kids. We carved pumpkins. They got me gluten-free cupcakes because my body can't tolerate gluten. And they sang me happy birthday. We made tacos and it was the most wonderful birthday. And I wasn't expecting to have such a wonderful birthday. So it just made my week. So that was Friday, and I'm still smiling over until Sunday. So it's a great weekend. But usually it's just me doing nothing, maybe binge watching some TV and having some wine. But this birthday, it was pretty a good birthday. Okay, now I'm going to go to comments. What do you guys like to do for your birthday? Do, 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 do. Sleep late, no dishes. I feel you. I was thinking about doing that on my birthday too, but then I realized I'm going to wake up the day after my birthday and there's going to be so many dishes. So I did dishes on my birthday. Barry says, I want to go to the beach where there are blue waters. I know, right? I just want to sit there on white sands, blue waters, maybe a nice little mixed drink or a daiquiri, and just catching some rays. That's what I'm doing on my birthday, next birthday. Let's see. Jessica says, have peace and quiet for my 7 and 4-year-old. The thing about having a 7 and 4-year-old on your birthday, it's like their birthday too, and they just want to love you even more on your birthday. You just want a little break. They mean so much. But the best thing about that, 7 and 4-year-old birthday cards are the cutest thing in the world. It's all scribbled and weird drawings. I miss that when my kids were littler. I like to have a quiet day with my family and maybe a yummy cake. Liz says, happy birthday, girl. Congratulations from last week on your birthday. I thought you were only between 29 and 35. Are we best friends? Liz Baker, I think we're best friends. Boy, girl, you look young. Keep it, sweetie. Thank you. Yes, we're definitely best friends. I'm getting me and you necklaces, like little ones, a little heart that's cut in half. Definitely. Always, oh, and thank you, definitely, that you helped me with all this stuff so far this summer. That heat was so much. What's up, Ladybug? I volunteer at random organizations. My way of giving back. You know what? You're right. You are blessed with another year, so you give back. Lisa B. It is partly cloudy here in Arvada, Colorado. It's nice here in Pennsylvania. Miss Glow. Eat, drink, relax, and be thankful. I am blessed to see another year. I was telling my kids the same thing. Like, they keep calling me grandma age. I'm like, yes, I'm older, but aren't you happy your mom is still here and I'm getting older? I keep telling both my parents, they have to be, if I plan on living to 100 years old, that means my mom has to be 123 and my dad has to live to 128. So I'm making sure they're getting all their vitamins. I do remember your birthday's in April. Every year, my mom and I order Chinese food. Late that night, I watch some sci-fi, fantasy, or superhero. I love. Are you watching? Because I'm a big Marvel fan. Only not the comic books itself, the movies and the TV shows. Are you watching Agatha all along? I can't wait till these last 2 episodes come out. I usually pick a restaurant to go to for my birthday and take a head count of who wants to join and make reservations. For my birthday, I like to get the local radio host to sing to me. I haven't called the radio station in so long. I remember calling the radio station when I was a teenager, and I would have to call back to back to back because it was always busy. Like me and my girlfriends, they'll be on one phone or whatever. We didn't have cell phones, but if they had like their own line, I never had my own phone line, and we'd go upstairs to their parents' main line and we like call and try to make it into the radio. I was never able to do that. Let's see. My grandma taught me to love rocks and fossils, and uncle was a kindred spirit with us. My niece found a trilobite, tail her first hunt with me, and my son found a shark tooth on her first fossil hunt. Didn't know it. You need to make this it's crochet pouch. We should call it a crystal pouch instead. Let's see. Okay. Hold on, here we go. I like to crochet and have a good time at home. Oh, you're just getting here a little bit late. I was just talking about you when I first went live, saying how much of a wonderful person you are and how I appreciate your support so much. Sometimes I'll be posting things on Facebook. I will not get a like, a comment, or anything. But Diana, you're always there and I appreciate you so much. So cheers to you. However, I stayed home and crocheted on my birthday in July. Crochet is fun. Oh, I forgot to say, I went yarn shopping on my birthday, of course, and I already lost my yarn. I put it in a bag and it's somewhere in my house and I don't know where it is. Knit and Crochet Tiger. Oh, talking about, I asked him if he watched Agatha All Along. Of course, I'm watching Agatha All Along. Last 2 episodes this coming Wednesday. Disney wanted to finish it in time for Halloween. I am excited. I think I like this. Like, I'm into Marvel because I watched the Iron Man back in like 2008. And anything that has a sequel, I have to watch it if I like it or don't. But this, Agatha All Along, it's right up my alley. It's that sci-fi-y, witchy, reminds me of Charmed, Buffy the Vampire Slayer. It has that type of feel to it. You know what I mean? Girl. All right. Oh, another thing, my son went trick-or-treating. This is going to be a bad from here until January is where I start stacking on weight. I got all of this, what's this Halloween candy sitting around, and I just can't stop eating it. It was so good when there's like no candy in the house, and now there is. Okay, one more. And then we'll get back into this roundup. Jessica, I try to make it to your live stream sometimes. I don't get notification that you're live, and this was the first one I was able to donate to and made my heart happy to do so. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. You're the sweetest. All right, we're going to hop back into this. Jessica. I'm going to keep calling your name Jessica. All right. So, I got to ask you a question. The next question is my nose. What is your favorite holiday? Most of these questions won't have to do about crochet. Some of them will. I just like to get to know you better. So before you do, make sure you put a question mark in front of your comment, like our girl Jessica did, so I know to bring you to the front because I don't want to miss it. All right. So, what is your favorite holiday? Present. One, two. Oh, that was the yarn. All right, and these are beginner crochet patterns that are not boring. This one is a granny triangle bandana. There's nothing quite like the feeling of being able to say, I made it myself when someone compliments you on an accessory. Prepare to receive many remarks on this stylish and easy bandana. The designer of this pattern is Hey Hey Crochet. Ooh, I like this one. I like the little picot stitches they have on it. I have this piece of candy in my hand that I want to eat, but I'm not going to eat it because it's a gummy and I have to read. So in a second, I'm going to eat that gummy. I really want that piece of candy. I'm being weird. Okay. Coming in at number 4 is beginner baby booties. I like the way this is made in just one piece. It seems like there's always somebody having a baby. Knock on wood, it's not me. I know it's not me. My tubes are tied. Now, have an adorable and easy project for the next time you get invited to a baby shower. These cute booties. The designer of this pattern is Traverse Bay Crochet. All right, let me show you how these are made in one simple pattern. Give me a second. Scroll, scroll, scroll. There, look, just like that. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. All right, back to me. Guys, please forgive me. I promise not to eat with my mouth open because that is rude. But it's so gummy. Mm, mm. I just wanted a piece of candy. It's just so close to me. I just ate a bag of Cheetos before this live stream. I had stopped eating Cheetos for so long. They were my favorite. But then I seen like a TikTok of somebody taking a Cheeto and lighting it like a torch, and it stayed lit like it was a match. And I'm like, what in the world processed food am I eating? And I quit eating it for a year until another Halloween came up and I ate it. Okay. So the next question that I have for you guys, what was the question? I forget. Oh, your favorite holiday. My favorite holiday is, of course, Halloween. Only because my birthday was always so close to Halloween. And where I lived, we always celebrated Halloween the Saturday before the 31st of October. So sometimes trick or treating would fall on my birthday. Like for this year, trick or treating was the 26th. My birthday's 25th, but it was always around my birthday and just made me excited to see all the scary decorations. And I used to love scary movies. I don't care for them anymore. Maybe because they're not quality, but my favorite scary movies were like The Nightmare on Elm Street. I loved Freddy Krueger. My parents probably shouldn't have let me watch that at that age, but I love Freddy Krueger because he was a killer with a personality and a little bit of sarcasm. Like before he would like you, he would make a good funny joke. Like you got the body and I got the brain, and he would take off his head and you see the inside of his brain. Just loved it. So Halloween, always my favorite holiday. Okay, let's see where we left off. Christmas time. Okay, we got one for Christmas. We got a second one for Halloween. It's my favorite too. Elisa for Christmas. Oh, I hope Sam. I can't pronounce it right. Would you be able to write that phonetically for me? Samhan. I need to be able to pronounce that correctly. Actually, I think I can just Google it. Sam. Here we go. I'm learning something new. Okay, field trip from Perry. Here we go. They don't have a phonetic pronunciation, but November 1st, making the end of harvest season and the beginning of winter of dark half of the year. It is a Gaelic festival. Okay, teach me something new from October 31st to November 1st. So it's like a whole 24, the evening of Thursday through Friday. Nice. Hmm. Oh, I did again. I'm chewing. Hmm. Sorry. It was just sitting there and I picked it up and ate it. The best holiday is my birthday, Ladybug. You sound like my mother. My mom celebrates just like she has a birthday month, celebrating from the beginning of March to the end of March. Jessica says Christmas. Christmas, I love that time of year. It brings family together. I love my son's. Well, he's a little bit more mature now. I don't think he'll say it anymore. He probably will say it. His favorite is Christmas because he receives gifts. You try to teach your children, like, yes, it's wonderful to receive gifts, but it's also wonderful to give. Right over, still a little bit too young for that one. Hey, what's up, Cece? Christmas. I'll give you one guess. I love sci-fi, fantasy, and superhero. Which, ooh, holiday you think? Give you a hint. Halloween? Wait, but it's not superhero. Superhero. Wait, are we combining all the genres into one? Oh, guys, help me out. But I'm just thinking Halloween because you said the 31st. Is anybody else want to guess his? Christmas and Independence Day. Know what? If you're from the United States, that's where you have really good barbecue that day. Hmm. Thanksgiving Day and Christmas Day, because to me, they are family get together time. Cheers to that. Yoli, Thanksgiving. I start cooking from the morning while the Macy's parade is on. I make breakfast, a light lunch, and turkey with Puerto Rican side dishes for dinner. What are your side dishes? That sounds delicious. I think I'm having too much fun. I almost spilled my wine. Hmm. Thank you. I didn't give the full. I have a tutorial on it. I didn't put it in the description box, but if you Google Little John yarns and beret, I think I only have two beret. I have lots of hat patterns, but only two beret patterns out. The raspberry beret. I took that name from Prince, of course. And this one. I don't know what I named this hat. Crocheters have like the best names for their patterns. Lately, I just been going to Chat GPT. Oh, I have a new video come up. I did patterns from Chat GPT. Hold on. It's just right around this corner right here. Okay. I was kind of worried about, Chat GPT, like taking some of our names. Who was it last week that said, or the week before, said they used Chat GPT for borders? Who was that? If you're in a live, I know you're in a live today, but that intrigued me so much that I'm like, oh no, what if that takes away my job? Can Chat GPT like take, my job and make better patterns? But after I read all your replies, this is a Chat GPT bear. I'm going to show you some of the things I made. Christmas. Ooh, Christmas. Ah, Miranda. How do I pronounce the first part of your name? I love trying to pronounce Migdala. Mijda. Miranda. Sorry. Winter solstice. Okay. Jason, Swiss Army knives. Pronounce Sowain. Thank you. It's the predecessor of Halloween. If I ever have anything I don't know, Knit and Crochet Tiger somehow pulls it out of his hat. I am not a holiday person and dislike large groups of people, even when it's my family. So, May 4th. May the 4th be with you. Isn't that like an NSYNC holiday? Thank you so much. Here we go. I'm watching these two. You can dress like a superhero for Halloween. I dress up whenever I want. I don't wait for Halloween. I like that. I am a believer in dressing the way you feel. I don't like when people have to conform to a certain way of a style or dress. If you do what just makes you happy, do it. Colors make me happy. Having 80 billion different glasses makes me happy. Do as you please. Oh, so now I want to show you some of these things. I typed in the Chat GPT, create a small amigurumi teddy bear. It looks like a voodoo doll. I didn't have safety eyes, and I am not an amigurumi artist. It's horrible, but I followed the pattern exactly as it told me. It didn't give me any specific instructions. So if it didn't tell me to sew this here or sew this there, I did it the best I could. So I like patterns with detailed instructions. And this is the weird beer that Chat GBT had me make. My son also said it looks like a voodoo bear. So if I'm mad at somebody, I can. But the little ears and weird. Okay. Also asked it. I wanted a crochet star. Chat tapped in it, typed in the chat the GBT, and this is what it came up with. AI can't get crochet patterns perfectly. Like I see what it was going for. Like yes, it could have almost been a star. Like to create this roundness right here is 3 double crochets in the middle. If in that center double crochet they would have made a treble, or even just a regular double crochet with a picot stitch, it would have had the little points on the side. But I mean, it still had the star shape. It kind of reminds me of Jaded and Stitches. I asked it to make me a heart. It made me a small apple. Then it taught me how to make a bigger heart, and it made me a bigger apple. Hold on, can you see it? Like I can see where it almost had a heart instead of like having a point down here. It had treble crochets on this side and double crochets in the middle to make it flat at the bottom. It should have been like double crochet, a treble down here for the point of the heart, but it didn't have that. But the one thing I was kind of amazed at when I typed in unique baby hat, newborn hat, is not a unique pattern, but it came together. I don't have my baby in here, but it fits a baby's head because I have one of those fake babies. And the hat came out all right. The border for the hat made no sense, but I followed it. Okay, just imagine these last 2 rows of the border. The second to the last row, it told me to put a single crochet slip stitch. Wait, 2 single crochets followed by a slip stitch over and over and over to create a slight ripple effect. Then the last row is single crochet around. There is no ripple effect. It single crochets and slip stitches, you don't see anything. But other than that, it looks pretty nifty. What I don't like about AI and I'm taking crochet patterns is basic plagiarism. AI isn't thinking of a new pattern. It's scouring online through other designers' work and piecing stuff together. It's basically digital plagiarism. And so whose pattern this is with whose brim mixed together, I have no clue. And that person will never get like credit for the work that they do. But that video is going to be coming out Wednesday. The effects of AI on the crochet community. Bum, bum, bum. Okay. Alicia used Chat GPT to crochet voodoo dolls for beginners. I did. Just so you know, I'm a decent crocheter. I was just following Chat GPT, and I am crap at amigurumi. But if you want a voodoo doll, here's one. All right, so we're going to hop directly back into this roundup. Let me think of a next question for you. Okay, the next question is, what is your zodiac sign and do you believe in it and how it relates to you? Take your time to comment. We're going to go over 2 more patterns. Type it in the thing down below and we'll get back to it. And put question marks in front of it like our girl Rita did, so I know to bring you to the front. All right, back into this roundup. I think I'm babbling. We're still pretty early in this roundup. We're halfway through. We're number 5. Share my screen. See. Coming in at number 5 is the cocoon cardigan. You might think that crocheting clothes isn't something for a beginner, but this cozy cardigan is super easy. You'll use thick blanket yarn to make a big rectangle and then seam it in two places. The designer of this pattern is Yarnspiration Design Studio. I like the way the model just has some random earphones on. I guess it makes it seem cool and hip, like young people wear crochet too. Look, she has headphones on and she's carrying a phone. It must be for young people. Hmm. Wait. And she got a concert tee on. David Bowie. Crochet must be for young people now. Your inspirations is trying hard, but I think the pattern is beautiful regardless. You don't need the phone, concert tee, and headphones to tell me it's cool. I know it's cool. All right, coming in at number 6 is the Easy Chunky Scarf. Super bulky yarn is great for beginners. Super bulky yarn is great for beginner crochet patterns because it makes it really easy to see and count your stitches. Plus, it makes projects work up nice and fast. Try it out with this sweet scarf. The designer of this pattern is Okie Girl Bling and Things. Okie Girl, that's cute. What yarn is this? I feel like I recognize it. Give me a second to scroll through material. Scroll. There we go. Thick and quick. That's what it is. Oh, won't click link. That's taking too long. All right, back to us. The qu- I always forget the question I was asking. The question I was asking, what is your zodiac sign? And do you believe in it? And does it relate to you? Like what your sign is? All right, I'll go first. I believe yes and no. I believe when it's in my favor. I don't believe it when it's not in my favor. I'm one of those people. I don't take truth in it. I think it's fun and entertaining. But then when I read about my zodiac being a Scorpio, I'm not 100% Scorpio. What do I say? I'm on a cusp of the one right beforehand. I do get jealous. I can be stubborn. Um, but I'm not a feisty, argumentative type of person. If there's a fight going on and it doesn't benefit me to stand my ground, I'll let you win. Like you think that? That's you're right. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to offend you and walk away. I don't have to prove to anybody that I'm right or whatever. What's the use of fighting? So I kind of believe in it a little bit, but not really. It's kind of fun to hear your horoscope though being read. Mm. Oh, I should look up my horoscope. Scope. Where are we at? Since it is my birthday weekend, where are we at? Lori says, I'm a Libra and it fits me to a T. I can never make a decision. Cancer, but no, I don't believe in it. My son is a Gemini. I believe in it for him. Okay. My zodiac sign is Gemini, and no, I don't believe in my zodiac sign. I feel like my son can be like two different people at time. Like one of those Sour Patch Kids, sweet and sometimes sour. We got another Gemini, and kind of I don't pay attention to it. Oh, ooh, we got another one. Another. We're going to look at Geminis in a second because we have a lot of you guys. I'm a Gemini, born on Cancer cusp. I'm a blend of both signs. Depending on my mood, one sign shows more than the other. I'm a cusp too, but I forget what comes right before Scorpio. Sorry, I have to go. Hubby calling me. It was good to see and hear you and have a great day. Thank you, Diana, for joining us on the live stream. I appreciate it. Okay, I'm a Taurus and no, I don't. My sister and I are the same sign and exact opposite in temperaments and priority. I am deeply shy and she never met a stranger. Shy and she's never met a stranger. She spends like a drunken sailor, not me. Okay, let's see. I feel like we need to go on a field trip. Okay. Today's horoscope. We had a couple Geminis in here. What's going on with Geminis? Then we'll see what mine is. Gemini, for the people who answered, extra time and attention that you have been devoting to your career should pay off about now. You've worked hard to you've worked hard to be where you are, and you aren't through climbing the ladder of success yet. You aren't likely to rest on your laurels. Today, you might spend a lot of time planning your next goal. A little integrity will definitely pay off here. Gemini, use whatever advantages you have. Pay attention, Gemini. Okay, let's see what mine is. Scorpio. I think we had a Taurus in here too. We'll check you out after we'll look at mine. All right. For me, emotions stemming from past experiences. Let me scroll. Hold on. Emotions stemming from past experiences might cause you to assume undue responsibility, particularly concerning family members. This is fine as long as you realize that what you're doing is as much for you as for the other person. Whatever task you assume may allow you to release old traumas and give form to your plans and ambitions. And don't be surprised if those you help today go to bat for you tomorrow. Hmm. I don't know. It's kind of hitting a little close to home for me. I know these are kind of all vague, but not to get into detail, that's a little close to home. And we had a Taurus. If anybody else want their horoscope read, let me see. Okay, for Taurus, you might wake up this morning and decide your home is a total wreck. The desire to spend the day cleaning and sprucing up your house might prove almost obsessive. Do what you have to do, but don't get caught up in that and forget about the big picture. Whatever you do today, Taurus, view it in proper perspective. The world won't end if your house isn't flawlessly clean. You got that, Taurus? It's okay if your house is a mess. I feel like maybe Taurus is talking to me too. Mm, mm. Rita, Taurus, is your house a mess? Oh, I forgot a Cancer too. Okay, we'll do two more. Cancer, Aries, and let's see, Cancer and Aries. Yeah, this isn't boring, you guys. I know we're supposed to be talking about crochet. Okay, we'll just do one more. Cancer. And then we'll hop back into this roundup. What is Cancer horoscope. Family members may have abandoned you for the day to go out and do their own thing. You will welcome the offer. Practical matters such as household budget might need attention, so set aside some time to work out the details. Transform your life with expert guidance. Aries. Okay. Now I promise this is the last one. Aries, because my parents and daughter are both Aries. Let's see. Obligations to friends and groups could number of people in your home might demand more of your time, energy, and attention. And you might find this disconcerting. You're no one's servant. Aries, you're entitled to enjoy yourself. Save some time for your mate at the end of the day. All right. Oh, you were looking at me, but I was reading it. Sorry, I forgot to share my screen. All right. Let's see. Maybe you should believe it, Rita. My house is always a mess. My husband is a house husband and feels like I'm critical on his work if I clean behind him. I mean, you're not cleaning behind him. He is cleaning and you're helping. Well, you're not helping. It's your home too. He's cleaning, you're cleaning. Nobody's cleaning up behind each other, right? Was those was me reading horoscopes too boring? I didn't want to like cut away from this. Maybe after I'm done with this roundup, we'll do some more horoscope readings because that was kind of fun. All right, so we're gonna hop back into this. And maybe when we're done, we'll do some horoscope reading. All right. This one is a crochet related question. What's the one thing that bothers you the most about written crochet patterns or crochet YouTube tutorials? What's the one thing that bothers you about the patterns that you're following? Let it be on YouTube or a written pattern. Make sure you put like a little question mark in front of it so I knew to bring it to the front. And also, if after this roundup you want me to do some more horoscopes, we can because it's fun. I mean, I don't think nothing of it. All right. Where were we? Come on, Paige. I think I have so much junk on my computer. It's making it so slow. Oh, and did I share my screen? Yes, I did. Oh no. Where'd it go? Here it is. Oh, look, my ads, my Etsy ads. That's my pattern, and that's my pattern. Close. Oh, come on. Close. Okay, maybe if I just refresh the page. Okay, there we go. Coming in at number 7. All button up skirt. How cute is this crochet skirt? This pattern will definitely stretch your skills, but it's still totally doable for a confident beginner. The designer features pockets and a zipper in the back. The designer of this pattern is Cozy Rosie UK. That is a cute skirt. Coming in at number 8. Here's a better picture. Coming in number 8 is the Do the Twist headband. Some people think that hats make for good beginner crochet patterns, but there's a lot that can go wrong. This cute and trendy headband is practically foolproof. The designer of this pattern is Yarnspiration Design Studio. Super cute. All right, was that the second one? Okay, it's back to us already. And the question that I asked you, what's the one thing you dislike about written crochet patterns or follow along to a YouTube video tutorial? I'll go first. Let's say I forget I'm when I'm doing crochet, bobble, popcorn, and another I always confuse those two. Or also when I'm doing a half double crochet together or a double crochet together, sometimes I forget how many times I have to pull through. So I'll still YouTube how to do something. And when I go onto a YouTube tutorial, when they move so slowly, I'm like, come on, dude, just get to the point. But I know everybody's different. Sometimes when people come to my tutorials, they're like, girl, you move entirely too fast. Please slow down. I guess I'm a little bit speeder than most, but I like to like get to the point. I know my crochet tutorials move too fast. That's why in all my tutorials, I also I'll like in the video, I'll put the written pattern above. So if it's moved too fast, you can see what's going on. And also, if you never learned how to read a pattern before, you learn how to read a pattern while you're doing my crochet tutorials. So if you don't know how to read, you can read now. Uh, Written patterns that I don't like from other people, sometimes where they put too many words in a pattern. How can I explain it? Sometimes things are too wordy, and you can get across a pattern in like 5 words instead of like 15 or 5 abbreviations. Or you know how crochet patterns are written. I just hate when they're too lengthy and it makes it too complicated for my brain. And I'm like, oh, you just want me to single crochet the next 15 stitches and increase? Why did you write it that blank backwards type of way? So that's my problem with it. All right, so let me go in here, see what you guys got to say. Oh, I'll start from the bottom and go my way up. Jessica says, when someone who writes a UK term pattern for the USA, good point. Or maybe they are writing for UK and they didn't realize it made it all the way over to the USA. I know I've had that problem before. I need to do better with my crochet patterns. Whenever you write a pattern, you should always say this is a in US or UK terms. I forget to put that on every single one of my patterns. In the beginning, before I became a YouTuber, I remember following along to a UK pattern and it coming out completely wrong because I didn't realize it wasn't US terms. But yeah, that can be Oh, Cassandra, yes. Some tutorials are too talkative, lose interest. I think if it's a tutorial, I'll give you the first minute of the video to explain what we're about to make, what materials we need, and actually, yeah, you get 30, 60 seconds max just to explain the materials, then get directly into the pattern. After that, nothing. But if you're talking about a non-tutorial, just a crochet related fun stuff, talk all you want. But if it's a pattern, get to the point or get off the internet. Hmm. Let's see. Denise, not understanding what the person is saying, especially if the pattern is one I would like to make. Yes. I remember it was for I made crochet prosthetic well, a crochet prosthetic boob. Oh, knitty knockers, knitty knockers, or whatever it is. And I decided to contact the company, not the company, but the foundation who donates these knitted knockers to women who lost their breast to breast cancer. And I had noticed they had tutorials that somebody made for the pattern. I had no clue what was going on. So I asked them, like, hey, can I recreate this for the people who might want to follow? When I made that pattern a little bit slower and more cohesive, I don't know how to say it. People were so thankful, like, oh, I hated following that other pattern because it didn't make any sense. People like simple step by step. But I do have one pattern that's pretty frustrating that I've made people hate. Oof. It's frustrating when the pattern is not clear or there is a mistake in the pattern. Yes, I hate that. I think I've done that on one of my patterns. But I put an amendment in the notes, but it's a no. Well, for a video, it's almost impossible other than leaving the comment section to fix that. But it was like a small one, like row 5, the stitch count was wrong. The stitches that I gave you, but at the end of the row, I'll tell you how many stitches are at the end of each row. But I made a mistake, and at the end of the row, the stitch count was wrong. I do have a pattern. It is my vintage twisted cloche hat. I've made that tutorial twice and tried to give so much detail on how to do that. People still can't get it. I think I'm gonna try to make that pattern one more time to see if it helps anybody. There are too long on the videos with too much repetitive information. Yes. As a designer, I have problems trying to not make it repetitive. I remember I had, well, not everybody is as advanced as I don't know. Okay, you probably understand. You've probably been crocheting and know how to make a flat circle. So the first row is 12 double crochets. The next row, you double each stitch 24 crochets. The next row is double crochet, increase, single, single, increase, single, single. The next one is increase, single, single, single. You know how this spreads apart? It's 3, then 4. I try to fast forward that because that's repetitive. I'm like, the next 4 rows increase in this manner. And I'll put words down and show people this is how each row increased. And they're like, we don't get it. I'm like, ah, I try not to be repetitive, but I do hate when they get so repetitive and the video's like an hour and 30 minutes long. And I'm like, if you would have let me edit this video would have been 15 minutes long. Mhm. I got candy. I'm sorry. Eating candy on my live stream. Oh, I'm already over 5 o'clock. My son's gonna be so hungry for dinner. Mm-hmm. Thank you so much. Not saying in view of the camera and you can't see what they're doing. Mm, I've done that before. I'm sorry. But that is the worst. You're trying to follow along, you see the hands, then the hands start drifting all the way around. I've done that before. I'm sorry. All these things that you're telling me, I'm also taking note so I can make sure I do it correctly on my videos. Mm, okay. Mm, I love your tutorials because you move you move along. I hate patterns that words things so they don't make sense. Yeah, move it along. Get to the point. I hate when my patterns hit 20, 30 minutes. It makes my stomach hurt. I'm like, who wants to sit there and follow along to like a 40-minute pattern? Amazingly, I came out with a slipper tutorial that was like 40 minutes long. It was only that long because I gave so many different size variations as you went. I'm surprised it did well. I'm like, who would want to watch this? I wouldn't. Hmm. Did we get everybody? Okay. I'm sorry, I'm just eating while I'm talking. Also, if it's supposed to be a tutorial, leave your personal life out of it. Save it for live streams and hangouts. Yes. Nobody cares about your cat. I mean, I'm sure your cat is precious, but I came here to make a hat, not to hear about your pet Fluffy and how he has stomach issues. Annoying. Hmm. All right, so we're going to get into these last two patterns. Now, if you have anything that you've been working on, please email me at littlejohnyarns@gmail.com. If this is your very first time here, what I do is whatever your work in progress are or your finished objects, email me at this address down below, send it to me, and after I read these last two patterns, we are going to look at your work. And if you don't want to send anything, tell me what you're working on in the comments right now. All right, let me get another sip of wine because it's my birthday weekend. Pull up my script and coming in with the last two. What are you guys working on? Send it to me. Send it to my email now, or tell me what you're working on in the comments. I wonder if I can get this picture in a better view. That was such a huge picture. I can't get it all in one view. Okay. You kind of know what I'm talking. Okay, you see the pockets? Imagine a hood on top. You see the hood? There we go. I'll just keep it at the pockets. Coming in at number 9 is the Mountain Trail Pocket Scarf. Upgrade your basic scarf styles with the pockets and a hood. You will keep your noggin hands extra warm and you'll look extra cute too. Just don't blame me if all your friends want one too. Designer of this pattern is Nana's Crafty Home. And coming in at number 10. Come on, number 10 picture. Oh, so sorry. My computer's like super slow and frozen. There we go. Is the color block blanket. You can make a plain blanket using one single color and one crochet stitch, but it might be so boring that you'll never finish it. Add some excitement into your routine with this delightful color block design. The designer of this pattern is Maria's Blue Crayon. I feel this. I cannot make blankets, especially in one stitch. I'll lose my mind. I'll get to the size of the square and want to quit. It's nice that you can quit and come back with a different color and do something different. I like that. All right, back to me. So, guys, what are you working on? I forgot to pull up my email in the background. Let's see. Gmail. So rude to eat on camera. Oh, yeah, we got some people. All right, I'm going to share my screen and let you know what's going on in the background. And like I said, you can send what you're working on too. Lori, I'm working on a baby blanket and I finished a knit hat. Ooh, knit hat. And a witch hat. Also, look at the plant my stepdaughter gave me. Ooh, let me see. Ooh, pretty. That's one of my favorite colors, like that burnt pumpkin orange. Beautiful. Mm. Is that a constellation? Monstera constellation? That's a Monstera constellation. Gorgeous. That's an expense, or is that an albino? Either way, your daughter loves you and she spent a pretty penny. Thanks in the background. Love that. Ooh, I like your witch's hat. Ooh, no, wait, wait, wait. I like your necklace. That's beautiful. Thanks for sharing. But is that a Monstera constellation or a albino? Kathleen from the Bronx. Good afternoon, Alicia. Kathleen from the Bronx, New York. These are my finished objects. First, sorry, I'm chewing, Kathleen. I'm so rude. First, the C22 blanket in shades of blue for my brother, uh, Stephen or Stephen, and his wife, Addie. Second, my C2C in burgundy and white blanket with pillow cover to match. Third, red and black C2C blanket for my son, Frank. Let's check out the hardest hooker working. See you posting the group, my group. Beautiful work. You be hooking. You know what? I'm really feeling the matching pillow. I mean, they're all gorgeous and beautiful, but the white and burgundy one, it's almost like hypnotizing to my eyes, the color combination. I like that. Gorgeous work. Okay, Debbie, I'll get back to you. Star, so I know. Oh, Debbie, if you're watching, totally unable to purchase a pattern, your Essence Crochet Beret. What's the deal? Okay, Debbie, if you're watching, I'll send it to you for free. Hey, I got you. Gloria, made this top for last Saturday for a banquet I attended. Okay, just be prepared, guys. Gloria has style. All right, here we go. Oh, it is draping to the floor. Okay, looking like royalty. Ah, look at the sleeves. Hold on, we're gonna zoom in on these sleeves in a second. I love this. See, you're my, oh, excuse me. You're my girl. You understand the whole scheme of if I'm gonna match my top to my eyeshadow, to my sleeves, to my fingernails. That's what I do. Imagine. Beautiful. Did we get everybody? Let's see. Oh, your octopus hat is done? I finally, you got more octopus hats. Okay, I finally added the second part of the hat. It's double layer, and I haven't taken an end picture, but she loved it. The second part of the tentacles is a light green, and this is my Wednesday wig. Okay, if it's you forgot to braid your Wednesday wig. Ah, I loved it. I like the colorful, the rainbow of it. You look so different with that Wednesday wig on. I don't even recognize you. Love it though. Yoli. Wait, wait. What is this? The beginning? Is this the beret? The raspberry? Ooh, that kaboo. Am I saying that right? That is some of the softest yarn. I have some over there. I love the way it feels. Be perfect on a hat. Think I get everybody. Okay, I want to see if Lori said what type of plant that is. Doo-doo. Oh, hmm. Sandra says, I love how you voice corrected your funky crochet hat. Your voice overcorrected it. I wish that you would make more hat clothing tutorials. Oh, thank you. Hmm. That funky crochet hat, that was one of more my first couple tutorials. So they're probably not as good as the ones I do now. Being a YouTuber, practice makes perfect. If you go back to some of my first videos, they're kind of horrible. And luckily, thanks to people like you guys giving me good advice on what you like and dislike in your videos over this past I think it's been since YouTube 2017. That's a long time I've been doing this. I've learned a lot. Oh, I forgot this. Forgot to add my email. Been working on an American flag blanket for the last couple months while I had orders. Some days I wish designers did two separate tutorials. One for experienced people that is 10 minutes or less, and one that over explains everything for newbies. Right? I get it. I have trouble finding that middle ground for newbies and veteran crocheters. I don't want to talk bad on the newbies, but if my pattern is a little bit more complicated, it's not for you. I'm not going to slow down and show you how to do a double crochet stitch. I'm not going to show you how to do a treble stitch. You should know how to do this before you even venture into a pattern that has like repeats in it. Just saying. Hmm. Cece says, yeah, I was really excited about the wig. I liked it. Oh, I liked it. I liked it like that for the pic. It's cute. Listen, I am a wig lover. One, I take a lot of product pictures and I don't have time to get up and make myself pretty. So I'll go into my closet, pull out a wig, take a picture, Photoshop makeup on my face, bam, good to go. And I'm taking product pictures at like 7 o'clock in the morning after kid goes to school. I don't got time to get pretty. The wigs and Photoshop makeup is everything. Yes, I can. I know what? I love doing repeat patterns because you know why? I don't have to come up with a pattern. So let me put that into I have a notepad work, crochet work. I was trying to think of what old pattern can I do. Funky, funky crochet hat. You know what? You will have that pattern out within the next 2 weeks. The plant came from BJ's, which surprised me. But what is it? Did you already tell me? Okay, if it's a constellation, she loves you. Oh, because this is what it looks like. This, I'm gonna, no, I don't have to whisper. I'm my own woman. This plant right here costs me, was it $75? All right. And look at your leaves, your beginner, before they start, like, once they're big, they'll get these. But the smaller leaves, this is what your smaller leaves look like, right? You see these? I think you have a monster constellation. If the light colors is a little bit more yellow, that means it's a constellation. If it's like a bright white, it's an albino. If it's albino, it's even more expensive. These are such gorgeous plants. I just had to have it. Making sure no buggies are on here. Okay. This is my pride and joy, my most expensive plant. Most of the times I get clippings from somebody else, but this one I outright bought. I had to second guess myself, like, should I buy this? Should I buy this? Should I buy this? The benefit of being a divorced woman, I didn't think about what my husband would think if I bought this $75 plant. Once upon a time, I would have. Now, since I am a single woman, I'm like, I am buying this expensive plant. Put it back. What I usually like to do, I'll rescue plants from like Home Depot or something like that, because they never take, not Home Depot, but Lowe's, or they never take care of their plants. Like this beautiful plant here. This is called an orange something. I forget, but it was like crusted and dry. You can still see some of the original pieces. I gave it some love. Like all this part up here wasn't there. It was like burnt and dead and dry. I gave it some love that it needed and said, I love you, plant, and gave it some fertilization, and it came back to life. I like rescuing plants. Hmm. Okay. Oh, yeah, we talking a lot today. gonna have to feed my son soon. She doesn't know. I think that's what it is. I think so. I love those plants. My husband paid 65 for a Madagascar casket. It's his absolute favorite plant. Ooh, yes, orange philodendron. Ding, 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 ding. Thank you. I couldn't think of the name. I'm like, orange something. You're a genius. Right? We can be like plant friends. I got so many. Since it's getting cold here, I had to bring all my plants inside the house. And I realized in the summertime, when I take my plants outside, the inside of my house look empty. I'm like, oh, I only have 50 plants in my house now. It looks so empty. So I buy more plants. And then it gets cold and my plants have to come in, but I have no space for it. So I had to give away some of my plants because I didn't have any room for them. All right, guys. I want to say, hold on, let me see if we had anybody else in inbox. We don't. And did I miss anything? Oh, one last one. Wendy says, many years ago, I had 17 avocados started from seed. Then spring hit, I lost all of them. They were like 3 feet tall. Rest in peace, avocado plants. I want to grow a pineapple. I've seen people do that. I think that's going to be my next thing. But all right, guys, I'm going to wrap this up so I can cook my son some dinner. Guys, thank you so much for joining me on this live stream and celebrating my birthday weekend with me. Make sure you tune into me next Sunday, same time, same place, and see you next time, guys. Bye.